remember a conversation I had directly with Eddie at his house, and I remember what I said was, I said, "Hey, man, like, cause my impression, Eddie is a very introspective dude, very serious. He's very deep, really deep. Been around him a number of times, and he's not a clowny kind of guy. Him or his brother, right? But I just said, hey, let me just throw it out there because this is what I feel. I said, man, uh, I think you're a dramatic actor, dude. I feel like the essence of your comedy, like when he's playing all those roles of around the table and the Crumps, he's playing those roles from internally. Like he's playing his brother, and these things are not easy to do. He's not playing it from the outside in. He's playing it from the inside out. And I said, man, why don't you do more dramatic stuff? Because I think the role that's really made for you is Martin Luther King. Right? Because I said, man, you have a syntax. You have
Eddie Murphy.
You have a
Martin Luther King. I could see that, actually.
Dude.
I could see that.
There's a way that Eddie Murphy speaks that's similar in the way there's a similarity in a number of things that the Eddie Murphy did. I know at his house, then when I see Martin Luther King, and I go, God damn, Eddie Murphy could kill that. And if he gained a little weight, well,
you have to gain weight.
Yeah, man, I'm a big fan of his, and I think he can go. I think that dude can win Oscars. And my argument was, I'm like, look, Robin Williams was Mork. Nanu, he's Oscar. Jim Carrey was talking out his ass, doing all those crazy things. Nominated for Oscars. And Eddie Murphy said to me, man, they didn't want to see me do that. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I think from what I see, how solid that cat is, how smart he is. That's why I was happy to see him do things like Mr. Church. Because I think, man, that's closer to what I see in him. Yeah. He's got man, that dude is really deep.
Right. Well, there's Dreamgirls, remember?
Right. Yeah.
He played a dramatic role.
He was happy about doing that. But I think that was like one of his first foray into the dramatic stuff. And I was like, I think, a lot of times when people are around, like you got your sycophants around, you got, people that look up to you, whatever. I've never been that kind of dude. I've always been the guy that's like, I'm going to tell you the honest truth no matter what. You don't have to talk to me again. You could be like, yo, I don't want, that's cool. But I'm never going to compromise my values for anything. Some people say I could be further along with then I wouldn't want it that way. So, I'm always going to be straight up. So, that's what I feel and what I said about, to Eddie. And I think he's an amazing actor. I think he's better than he knows he is, personally.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, once they've had so much success in one type of thing, and when you talk about these type of Hollywood projects, this is not just a little skit that he's going to throw together an afternoon. This requires tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of people involved, big studios, and so forth. You get into a mode, especially he's about 60 years old now? I mean, he's had so much success doing one type of thing that, he may not want to just risk it to do something completely different, especially so late in his career. But, especially, like I said, he's done those types of movies and they didn't really go over too well.
I don't know if he's done those type of movies.
Well, I mean, you just mentioned, 1,000 Words.
I didn't mention that. That's a comedy, right? 1,000 Words is a comedy.
Sort of.
Come on, a guy can't talk. Yeah, that's a comedy. I feel like again, if he did Martin Luther King, if he did something on that level.
Okay, so maybe 1,000 Words wasn't a good example, but for example, Mr. Church, that was not a comedy.
No, it wasn't a comedy, but it didn't test him very much.
No.
From what I think, I think that cat is. I think he can handle like strong material. Like, I mean, we've seen, if you really pay attention, you've seen him in all these different kind of machinations.
Mhm.
You know, it's like I sound like, I'm trying to be Eddie Murphy's manager or something. But like, no, but like from the cat, I feel like I see. I think he, and that's probably why, like with the movies, I think he can be so much greater.
Yeah.
You know, even though I mean he's great. I mean he's in the class by himself.
Yeah.
But I think I think life is all about constantly climbing up. So yeah.